Hey, what's going on, Wahoo Nation? So, I wanted to do another state of the program video for UVA football. You know, just when I thought that we have started to turn the corner, and we had that big win on the road against North Carolina 2 weeks ago, and then we took Miami to overtime on the road. I thought to myself, maybe, just maybe, we've turned the corner and things are starting to turn around. Boy, I was dead wrong about that. So yesterday at home against a mediocre Georgia Tech team, shout out to Sea Dog and Rec Talk, two Georgia Tech YouTubers, by the way. Go check those guys out and sub them up. We we play at home against a Georgia Tech team that we easily could have beaten if you look at it on paper. But Georgia Tech, they wiped the floor with us, and I think the score was what, 45-17. We never stood a chance in that game. And it certainly didn't help matters when Tony Muskett went down. And then Anthony Calandria comes in, which I'm going to talk about him in just a second, and the decision to put him in the game. But the defense was awful. They've had time to prepare for this game. They know that Haynes King is a lethal quarterback, especially with his legs. Georgia Tech's running game is really good as well. And then the defense should have known better. Our defensive line cannot put pressure on the quarterback. They can't stop the run, and this is a veteran unit. That's the sad part about this. So that's been a big problem. The defense was disappointing yesterday. It was awful. And then talking about the offense, quarterback play. So Tony Muskett got hurt early in the game, and that's unfortunate. But what I don't understand is if they were so concerned about preserving the red shirt for Anthony Calandria, why did you put him in the game? The question that I have, when Muskett went down, they brought in Grady Brosterhouse, and he played for one series. And I thought, okay, maybe they'll just play Brosterhouse. He'll be the backup. No, they bring in Anthony Calandria. And because he's already played several games this year, that's a wasted year of eligibility. I don't understand that. Why did you put Brosterhouse in to start with Tony Elliott? I don't get it. So it looks like we've gone back to our old ways, in which we're 2-7 now, which means we are not eligible for a bowl game, which we weren't going to go to a bowl game anyway. And we've gone back to our old ways: penalties, poor quarterback play. Anthony Calandria, he's terrible. I don't care if he is a true freshman. You have got to make better decisions than that. He's way too cocky, and he tries to play hero, tries to get cute, and yet he just does the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life out of a quarterback. He can make plays, but yet he makes dumb decisions as well. So I don't know what this team is going to look like. We got 3 games left. We got a road game on Thursday night at Louisville, which that's going to be a shellacking. Then we got Duke and Virginia Tech. Duke is without Riley Leonard, and then Virginia Tech, they own us, so whatever. We're finishing the year at 2-10, and even if we beat Virginia Tech, we would still finish the year at the absolute best, 5-7. It's still a losing season. I mean, yeah, I would love to beat Tech, but can you really call it, based on that one win, a good season? No, you can't. But we got, I don't know what's wrong with this team. It just seems like when the offense runs better with Tony Muskett. For one thing, he's a better decision maker than Anthony Calandria. For that one series, with Grady Brosterhouse, he did complete one pass for like 20 some yards. But Anthony Calandria, he's got to make better decisions, and he's just got to learn when enough is enough. He tries to do too much. That he threw an interception. He also fumbled the ball when he was running the football, trying to get a first down, and just slide. Okay, all he had to do was slide. Instead, he tried to hit the guy from the defender from Georgia Tech. Tried to headbutt him or whatever, and the ball ends up coming out, and that's a fumble. He also threw an interception. Well, actually, he threw 2 interceptions, but thankfully one of them, the one that got bailed out due to the face mask penalty, the one that we got bailed out due to a Georgia Tech face mask, I mean, he just scrambling and just threw it up like Kihei Clark did in the NCAA tournament, and threw an interception and threw it in. There was like four Georgia Tech players there. Why didn't you just throw it out of bounds? So I just don't understand it. But this program's not in a good state right now, and it looks like we've gone back to our old ways again. So anyway, as always, guys, go Who's. Catch you guys next time.